Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another morning forecaster by Adrian with the forecast. So, as you guys can tell, this is going to be another update on this potential impressive and rare May snowfall here in parts of the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast. We have major updates compared to yesterday, including snowfall totals and location. So, definitely need to watch this. If you think you get the snowfall, go ahead and watch this video and see exactly. We can possibly have maybe New York City in the path of the snow, which is absolutely crazy for May. So, this is definitely not going to be historic, but definitely something very rare. And snowfall totals on some models are very high and some are very low. So we definitely need to watch out as these updates continue to move on, so we can see if they get a lot, if they either agree or if they continue to disagree. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We are 2 subscribers away from 2,230 subscribers, so please hit that big subscribe button, guys. Smash that like button and hit the post notification icon so you get notified as soon as I post a video, so you get new information and data. Also, I'm going to have another update on the potential tropical disturbance in the Gulf of Mexico later this week into the weekend, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So we don't have any really winter weather or winter precipitation alerts, but we do have winter weather alerts somewhat. As you can tell, it's not for the snow, but it's for the extremely cold temperatures here. So this is exactly why we are seeing this snowfall. If you're wondering why this is happening all of a sudden, we have a major cold front. I actually started talking about this cold front earlier this week as well. So and those are also still new as well, so be sure to check that out. But we're missing extremely huge cold front here. It's going to bring in very, very cold temperatures. Not just ordinary cold temperatures, but winter temperatures. We're going to be seeing 20s and below freezing temperatures in these areas. And we'll be seeing some highs in the 40s, if not 50s. You guys are forgetting, this is May. This is not something you see every day. We have freeze warnings out here throughout the Ohio Valley and Midwest. We're seeing up to 20 to 37 degrees below average in these areas. So we're definitely seeing in the next couple of maybe the next 24 hours, we'll possibly have these winter weather alerts finally, with maybe winter weather advisories, maybe winter storm watches. I don't really see anything with winter storm warnings. I really don't think that'll be something of a threat, but again, this is going to be our area of focus for the snowfall, and we're going to be seeing the incoming cold. So you're probably wondering, well, it won't stick. It might be just above freezing. Well, we're actually going to also see the feel-like temperatures, and also it's not going to be that one day, that snow day where you're expecting snow. That's not going to be the only day we're going to be seeing below freezing temperatures or extremely cold temperatures. It'll be lasting up to possibly a whole week. So the surface of everything will possibly be already cold enough for it to stick. In the next 31 hours here, we start to see that snowfall develop. So this is going to be a huge rain system with the low pressure system right here, most likely right here. This is going to bring in a lot of snow, especially those areas that are colder. So this is basically possibly the line where it's below freezing. So beyond this point, it's probably below freezing to just above freezing. And then these other areas that are seeing rain, maybe they're probably 35, maybe 35 plus degrees. Then maybe here it's below 35 degrees. So that's exactly why we're going to be seeing that snow in those areas, because it's going to be a lot colder in those areas as well. And then here we start to see that snowfall. As this does move on the day, this is going to be moving with the cold front. So as this snowstorm does move south, so does this cold front. So now we'll start to see these areas maybe below 35 degrees, and then these areas would possibly be 35 plus degrees, or maybe greater. Maybe in these areas maybe be 40 plus degrees. But this is exactly why we're seeing that snowfall becoming a lot more widespread now, because the cold front's going to be moving in as well with this. So we're going to be seeing that snow out there for areas like State College, Williamsport, Scranton, the Poconos, areas into parts of western New York, all the way up into the Ohio Valley. We're going to be seeing snow for northern West Virginia. Pittsburgh is going to get some snow. Greencastle, you guys are going to get that snow. And look at this. In the next 39 hours, it stretches all the way from Virginia, even parts of Kentucky, into Massachusetts. So right now, it does not look like it's going to affect the Ohio Valley as much as yesterday. In those areas, it showed up to 5 to 7 inches. Now it's not showing it even hitting those areas as well. This is exactly why I said location's different. So Charleston, you guys can get some snow. Areas into western Maryland, so you guys can get some snow. Maybe even out there in Scranton, Harrisburg, you guys can get some snow. And it looks like it will start to fall apart right before it affects Allentown, right before it affects more into Harrisburg and Philadelphia. So Allentown, Philadelphia, you guys might see just some snow flurries. Philadelphia has a better chance of snow than Harrisburg or than Allentown. So if you're near Allentown, you guys are just gonna miss this by like just a tad. So Really sucks, but you guys won't get any snow, not much snow in Allentown compared to the rest of Pennsylvania. But look at this. It might actually bring some snow for New York City. Look at this. Might bring some snow for Boston, Hartford, Providence, New Rochelle, Long Island. Now it looks like we can possibly have New Brunswick in the snow. This is absolutely crazy. We're going to be seeing some snow from New York City in May. And I think they've seen less than 5 inches of snow this whole winter. So it's going to be really cool to see something like this in May. Boston, you guys can get some snow. Portland, Maine. And then it affects Caribou. And then we have some more lake effect snow that could also affect areas into maybe the D.C. area. You guys can get some snow. And then maybe even New York City once again. Now let's go ahead and check out snowfall totals really quickly here. So snowfall totals are a lot different compared to yesterday here. So here we have, as you can tell, it's not that much compared to what we saw yesterday. Only seeing a maximum of 1 to 2 inches out here into parts of West Virginia, and maybe 3 to 4 inches for near Mount Washington. So we're gonna be seeing really little areas of snowfall, maybe mostly the higher elevations and areas in northeastern Pennsylvania, and of course also the Appalachias, but really not much snowfall based on the NAM 12 or the NAM 12 kilometer. Now as we look into now let's go ahead and check out the NAM 3 km. So this is actually really the most detailed radar. So in the next 34 hours, here we start to see that snow turning into this rain turning into snow. So it's going to gradually, as its cold front gradually starts to move eastward, we'll start to see these temperatures like drop, and that means like they're going to drop drastically like that. So that's why we'll start to see that snow. So it's going to be starting off really slushy, but as we continue on, we'll start to see that snow gradually becoming a bit more widespread all the way to Virginia, Charleston, areas into near Pittsburgh, seeing that snow showers for State College, Scranton, and then this could possibly, of course, bring some snow by later Saturday in the evening hours. Could be seeing maybe some really heavy snow actually for Long Island, parts of near Brunswick, areas into much of Connecticut, the New England area, Newport, areas near Foxborough, Boston, and much of coastal Maine will be seeing that snow. It won't really be going much inland because that low pressure system will be already once off the coast. But as you can tell, we're definitely be seeing a very big system, as you can tell, very large as well. So really starting to bring that snow in the next 33 hours there at 1,002 millibars. And then as we could gradually move on, this is now going to be at 982 millibars. So very likely this could possibly be a bomb cyclone, but it'll be defined bomb cyclone once it really hits Nova Scotia and Canada. So, but it looks like we'll be seeing some very strong winds right after this. So that's not going to be good whatsoever, because that snow either, depending on exactly where you are in the Northeast, whether if you're in New Jersey or all the way in, maybe let's go Pennsylvania or New York, all that's going to depend on their temperatures. So for some areas the snow might melt, and some of it might stick around, but it might minimize, obviously, the accumulation. So that could make the soil a lot more moist, and then the strong winds come, so that could definitely cause a threat. So Friday evening, we have a ton of lake effect snow for Lake Erie, Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, and affecting Traverse City, affecting Buffalo, affecting Toronto, affecting London. As we now get to Monday morning, this thing completely changes its size. Look at this massive system here at 1,002 millibars in the next 48 hours. Going to possibly bring some snow showers for Cleveland, Toledo, and Detroit. But then most of the snow will be obviously into the northeast. Could be seeing the heaviest of the snowfall, of course, in the Appalachias, in far western Maryland, far northern West Virginia, and far southwestern Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, State College, the Adirondacks, areas into Syracuse, Utica, even all the way up into areas like Florida, New York. You guys can get some very heavy snowfall. As you get later more into Saturday, this is going to become a massive system here. Here we have our defined low pressure system. Here's going to bring some snow all the way from Virginia up to Maine. Going to be seeing extremely heavy snowfall for areas into northern New Jersey, much of Pennsylvania. So like I said, models are really disagreeing. Look what the GFS is showing, or look what the European is showing. Allentown, Pittsburgh, or Allentown getting extremely heavy snowfall, and then both NAMs don't show anything for those areas. So it's absolutely crazy. Adirondacks, Albany, much of the New England area in general going to get some heavy snowfall, and it seems like it might just stay as rain for New York and the European. But look at this extremely heavy snowfall. This is at 979 millibars. So this is very, very likely going to be a bomb cyclone. And we're also going to be seeing extremely strong winds with this. Look at these isobars. They are extremely close. So we're going to be basically seeing very strong winds as well with this. So very likely for a bomb cyclone, could be seeing very large waves. Look, this is absolutely crazy. Next 48 hours, 1,002 millibars. Not even 24 hours later, we have it at 979. This drops completely, like a lot. And here we have, of course, more lake effect snow that's going to be affecting right after. That could definitely add on into the snowfall. So this lake effect snow could definitely possibly either double snowfall from the snowstorm, or it's just going to depend if we actually see lake effect snow after those snowfall totals. I actually forgot to check the snowfall totals for this, actually. So here, this is what we're seeing here in the NAN 3KM model. As you can tell, not too much precipitation or snowfall. It really depends where you are. Looks like southwestern Pennsylvania, you guys might get up to 5 to 7 inches. Areas around West Virginia, 2 to 4 inches. Even other areas into northern parts of Vermont and northern New Hampshire, you guys might see up to around a foot of snowfall in some of those areas. So it's really going to be scattered. This is definitely going to change a lot. As you can tell, like you can be right here, see nothing, then right there to 4 inches. So it's going to be a really huge difference. This is not going to be. I really don't think this is exactly going to be too accurate, just based on this right now. So don't just say, oh, you're 2 miles away from snow. You're just going to miss it, because it can completely change in the next coming updates. This is what the Europeans looking like. So this is what I really think. This is what I really expect to see on this. I actually agree with the Europeans. So we're going to be seeing up to 3 to 5 inches for West Virginia. A general area of 1 to 3 inches throughout Pennsylvania. The most amount of snowfall will be in the northern half of it, and possibly 2 to 4 inches. Could be seeing another area out there into southern New York that can possibly see around 6 inches of snowfall out there. That's north of New York City. Going to be seeing also around 2 inches really for Syracuse. Utica up to 2 to 5 inches. Looks like we'll be seeing a lot more snowfall though as this moves into the New England area. That's when we see that low pressure system strengthening. So that will definitely strengthen that snowfall, especially for Maine. As you can tell, models are completely different than the European. Up to 14 to up to around 17 inches for areas near Caribou, Maine, and between Bangor. Looks like we'll be seeing up to 6 to 8 inches for Portland and Augusta, Maine. Looks like, of course, Caribou might see around a foot of snowfall. We'll be seeing up to 2 to 3 inches for Concord, but northern half of the state will be seeing 8+ inches, and then gradually seeing those lower snowfall totals closer to closer to the coastal areas. So a trace for Hartford, a trace for Boston, and all that. Now time to look at the quick model here on pivotal weather. So here we have that snow developing in the next around the next 42 hours here. We'll start seeing that snow develop throughout Pennsylvania, parts of New York, and those higher elevations. As we move later on, we have that snow potentially right over New York City there. So really, New York City, you guys have a potential for some snowfall, but if you do see snowfall, it will be obviously very little precipitation or accumulation. But some models show the snow just north of you. So really, it's going to be a 50-50 chance for snowfall there. Northern New Jersey, southern New York, parts of western Connecticut and Massachusetts, you guys can get hit really hard. And then here we have extremely heavy snow out here. And this is possibly bringing blizzard conditions, because again, here we have these very powerful winds right here. Very powerful winds heading straight off to the coast. There's going to be very powerful winds, as you can tell. So it's not going to be good conditions. This is not going to look like May. And then we have the potential for a lake effect snow. Here it is at 994 millibars. So this is definitely likely a bomb cyclone. So we're going to see this scattered snow showers all the way to areas like Baltimore, Hartford, throughout Pennsylvania, throughout New York. So that's definitely going to be very widespread lake effect snow. Let's go ahead and check out the total snowfall totals. And this model is really impressive with the snowfall totals here. Let's get into this is what the models show me. Look at this. This is way different compared to all the other models. We're going to possibly see up to 8 to around 10 inches of snowfall here into areas into southwestern Pennsylvania. Areas near the Poconos can be seeing up to 9 to really 6 to 9 inches. Could be seeing up to around half a foot of snowfall throughout the West Virginia Appalachians. Could be seeing possibly for New York City up to 2.5 to 3 inches for New York City. Could be seeing out there in far northern New Jersey up to 4 to 5 inches. Albany, you guys can see around 2 to 4 inches of snowfall. The Adirondacks, 2 to 4 inches. Look at this. Looks like we can be seeing near Providence, can be seeing up to around a 5 to an 11 inch range. Hartford can be seeing up to 4 to 6 inches of snow. We can possibly see we can possibly see around 8 to 11 inches, if not more, in areas like near Massachusetts, up to 3 to 5 inches for Boston. And look at this, 14 to 16 inches of snowfall. So we have two models, the pivotal weather, and also we also have that European showing extremely heavy snowfall. I'm actually going to have to agree with the European on this. I really think we're going to be seeing a ton of snowfall, especially as this will be a bomb cyclone. So that's obviously going to increase the rate of snowfall. Plus, everything's going to be really below freezing in the Northeast, including the surface. So it's going to be quite crazy and very interesting at this. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, and bye, guys.